Okay, so as we get started today, you're going to see on your table, you're going to see your workbook. If you would, don't go ahead of where we're at. I would love you guys to stay where we are. Also, you'll see the schedule there on the second page. That schedule is going to be amended a little bit. I was under the impression we were starting at 9 and we started around 9:40. So we're going to be just flexible and we're going to get through everything in the time we have. So lunch will still be at noon and we will take a break somewhere halfway between now and then. So with that, you can open to the, what is this? After the don't read ahead sign there, we're going to go to the first page, section 1. As I work with Christian organizations, internally, when I talk to staff members, I say, what's marketing? And everybody uses the word marketing in a different way. So we're going to start and we're going to get a single definition of marketing rolling. So sometimes when I talk to people, they think marketing is Facebook. Sometimes when I talk to people, they think marketing is the banner on the billboard over the highway, or they think it's the emails that we send out. And so when people talk about marketing, we're all talking past each other and we don't actually know what we're saying. So with that, let's get a couple people here, ideas of what marketing is. Do you want to maybe just share with me what I know right here, what you think marketing is? And there's no right or wrong answers here because we're going in to cover it.
Marketing is the identity of the product you present.
Okay.
Because if you can't present the product, people can buy into it.
Okay, yeah. The identity of the product that we're presenting to people. Great. So knowing what that product is. Great. Do you want to give us an example? I do.
What he said.
What he said?
But I guess maximizing the consumer response.
Okay, maximizing consumer response. So getting it to people. Great. Maybe we'll do, on the back table. Okay, what the general public thinks about what you're promoting. Okay, let's do one more. Pastor? Everything they said? Okay, got a few. Pastor Andrew, what do you think marketing is? Okay, don't listen to his answer. All right. So marketing is the act of bringing a product or a service to market. It's almost like we've sat down for coffee a few times. So marketing is the act of bringing a product or service to the market. So that's what businesses do in the secular world. They take their product or service and they get it to people that they don't already have it to. Okay, so that's the main. We've got two running definitions of marketing today. One is what it is, and two, the second one is going to be how it's accomplished, and both are going to be important through the entire meeting today. So continuing. Now, in, I don't know, probably every time past 1800, the market was always one location. In the Greek, or excuse me, in the Latin, the word forum is the word for market. And there was a forum, there was one, that's where the word forum comes from. We go and we talk about things in a specific place. But there used to be just a square in ancient times, and you would just go and you would put up a stall and you would sell your vegetables and you would sell whatever it is. And everybody knew if you wanted to buy something, you would just go there. So there was no marketing because the only thing you had to do was just set up right in the one spot where everybody knew to go. As markets have become less tangible, and we have 1,000 markets. We've got the digital landscape. There's a million places online. We can offer a product or service to people. We can do it at Alamwana. We can do it in here. We can do it anywhere. And so marketing and marketers have arisen to help you find where you offer your products and services appropriately. And so an example of this is just going to be, we're going to start with the most basic product or service. We're going to have a lemonade stand. And if you have a lemonade stand, there are 100 markets on this island that you can go and you can offer lemonade to. Now, if I open a lemonade stand and I set it on my front porch, how successful do you guys think I'm going to be? It depends how many people are standing around my front porch. Do I want to take it to Alamwana Mall and pay $9 million to, have a stand and then try to make it up in 50-cent cups of lemonade? Probably not. Do I want to maybe take it on the highway up on North Shore and put it on the sidewalk for free, heavily foot trafficked by tourists, and sell them for $5. That's probably that's a good market. It's hot, they're thirsty, and they'll give you anything to have a cup of lemonade as we go. And so that's marketing. We have many places to offer a product or service, and that's the case with us. Where do we offer it? So we want to bring it to them. So as we continue here on your sheet, question 2 is, what products and services do you offer the market? And I'm going to be just kind of asking as we go, but please write down your thoughts, write down anything. These are all things you can use as we continue to craft your custom marketing strategy for whatever ministry you're over. So what products and services do you offer the market? Okay, the opportunity to watch services online. That's a service, absolutely. Great. Maybe over at this table, does one of you want to give a product or service that we offer? Minister? Okay, and that sounds like a service. What does that service do for them? Peace and joy. I love it. That's a powerful service. Thank you. I think a lot of times what we're doing is we're talking about the Christian church as if in business terms, and I think sometimes that can be very kind of discomforting. But if we want to be highly effective, we need to figure out what it is we're offering, and if we're offering the right thing, and if we're offering it to the right people. And so that's kind of how we have to start talking about these things. Now, that's the definition of marketing. We're bringing a product or service to the market, to the people. Marketing is done by influencing people to take a desired action. Okay, so this is question 3 here. List some of the desired actions you want people in the marketplace to take. As a leader here at First Assembly, what is the desired actions, the number one most important things that we want people to do? And I want you to write down some of your answers here. We're actually going to go back. Maybe over with Christian Academy. Apply to the school? Okay. Okay, fantastic. What do you think for the youth? Okay, start a small group in their school. That's great. Fantastic. How about with the music ministry? What do you think is a desired action for people who are engaging? This could be people that are watching you. It could also be the people in the ministry. You kind of have 2 audiences there. What would be some desired actions that you might want them to take? Okay, we want the worship service to respond to the presence of God. And can I ask a follow-up question? How do they respond specifically? Great. Okay, so raising of hands, outward expression, these are very specific things, and we can measure those things if we had someone counting. So very good. We want them to be open to receiving the word of God. So very good. So please feel free to continue writing notes there. So this leads us to marketing. Who's a marketer? As I talk with organizations, again, all around, there seems to be a lot of confusion about who a marketer is. Everyone who interacts with a person in the market is a marketer. And so we're going to start talking about who's in the market. Okay, so here, anyone on the island, Big Island residents are in your market. We have churches all over this island, and presumably just about anybody could get to one. And that means just about everyone is in your market. And this is our target audience. So we've got people online, and this could potentially be from any country. I work with churches who are reaching 150 countries in their online strategy, and you guys are, I'm sure, also doing that. Everyone touched by your ministry. This would be Sunday church goers. It also includes non-paid leaders. So someone who goes through School of Leaders and comes out and says, I'd like to lead a Bible study, we're marketing to them. Because remember, marketing is done by inspiring someone to take a desired action, right? You guys get paid, which is great. We're inspiring them. We're saying, here's the reason why it's so important that you do this, for you and for others. And that means we're marketing to them even when they've already committed to us. So you are the marketer. Now, the designated staff marketer, which I think generally here would be considered Shaiju, if I understand correctly, and in his absence, I think Pastor Andrew is doing sort of the marketing as the title, but the staff marketer, you can't do anything by himself. The marketer on staff orchestrates all of the other marketers to help them get their desired actions. Okay, so if Pastor Josh is working with youth, he's marketing to youth. He is inspiring youth to take a specific action. And the staff marketer helps with the strategy and says, is everything working in a proper order to get the results? And if certain things aren't working right, maybe you can try tweaking this. Maybe you can try tweaking this. And so the staff marketer is orchestrating everybody else in marketing terms on staff to make sure we're getting effective results, which means that they're essentially acting as sort of the conductor of an orchestra in terms of the marketing strategy. And so each of you plays a small role in the marketing done for First Assembly. And I'll give you one example here. If you're writing a sermon, that sermon is going to touch the market. It's going to touch somebody. And if we take that sermon and we put it online, and people, let's just suppose people are looking up sermons about free will in the Bible, and that's the word they're looking up. If your sermon is titled, I don't know, Calvinism versus Arminianism, they will never find it. They will never find it, and even if they did, they probably wouldn't watch it because they don't know what those words mean. What they know, right? Generally speaking, right? People without theological education, they're not going to really pull that in. That's not going to be meaningful. So what is meaningful to them, and are we writing our sermons in a way that's going to grab their attention and go, oh, I want to watch this? The content of that sermon can be exactly the same. The title on top will determine whether or not it's important to them. So you're marketing when you're writing a sermon.
Don't stop now. We have tons of other videos for you to watch and learn how to reach more people more effectively. If you loved this video and you don't want to miss out on what we have coming up for you next, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to keep up to date on our newest content. If you'd like to work with Clickmill personally, head on over to clickmill.co where you can learn more about our proven marketing strategies. I look forward to seeing you in the very next video.